Here with Tom Everett Scott, the star of Z Nation. Tell me, what has this transition to horror been like? Because I feel like this is so outside your scope.
Right, right. Yeah, I know. 18 years ago, I did a film called American Werewolf in Paris. And now I'm doing this zombie show. So I think in 18 years, I'll do another horror genre something. Maybe a play. Maybe like a vampire musical.
You know, you have, when people said, oh, you're talking to Tom Everett Scott, I'm like, yeah, he's got such a good guy face,
Good guy face.
Yeah, and then I'm like, okay, well, he's such a badass, this, like, Charles guy on Z Nation. So was there always a hidden badass in there somewhere?
The hidden badass? Yeah, I always keep the badass hidden. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I knew that I was going to have this scene where I go berserk on a bunch of zombies, and I was always looking forward to it. It was a lot of fun. There were several stunt people and extras that just kept coming at me, and I just unleashed my fury on them. It was a lot of fun.
You know, obviously, when you watch Z Nation, when you talk about Z Nation, the comparisons to Walking Dead are going to come up. Have you gotten that already, and how are the two shows different?
I think I've been asked that question several times already, and I've never seen The Walking Dead, so I don't know. I can't safely compare our shows. Our show is going to have a lot of gore, is going to have a lot of there's a bigger cast. I think there's a different story going on from what I can tell, and there aren't a whole lot of zombie shows out there, really. I mean, I've had to promote cop shows and try to tell you why the new police show is different. So this is a walk in the park.
I think that one of the biggest differences in terms of the two shows, and I know you haven't seen Walking Dead, but on Walking Dead they have a baby, and the whole thing is about let's protect this baby, amidst this crisis. Yeah, and like when I watch Z Nation, the baby turns into a zombie, and I'm like, this is the perfect metaphor, because I find that Z Nation is a little bit darker. It's more about the gore, like you said, the brutality. Is that what you think as well? Yeah,
there is. I mean, I think that this is definitely about the human race becoming extinct, and that a new species taking over. I mean, the show is called Z Nation. It's not about people. I mean, this is about what's going to happen with this new race.
The transition between TV and movies. I feel like you're a renaissance man of acting. I feel like you can do the film, you can do the TV. Is there a difference, and do you have to have a different mindset when approaching both?
Yeah, there's definitely a different approach. There's a different process, especially because TV, you shoot more during the day. Films, you're usually allowed, more time to shoot, less pages. When a movie is going to end. You don't ever really know when a series is going to end. And I also do theater too, so I don't really know like what's going to be next. I'm kind of always just basing my decisions on character, story, and then the people involved, if I want to work with that director or that writer or whatever. And so I don't really ever pick based on genre or format. So
what do you pick on then?
I usually just wait and see if I respond to the material or the character, or if it's somebody that I want to work with.
When you do a show like this, like a zombie show, maybe like a Game of Thrones, a Walking Dead, there's always a fear that, when I get this week's script, that could be it for Charles. Is there that fear too? Because anybody could die on these shows.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the life of a TV actor, is that, you just got to watch what you say to the writers.
Is that what it comes down to?
Yes. Mostly just keeping quiet, say their words, say them accurately.
Get them a really good Christmas gift.
Nice, right. Yeah, exactly.
It's such a strong supporting cast with DJ and Harold. What was the chemistry like on set?
This is a really great group of people. I was really... I didn't know many of these actors previous work, and when we all got together, we all just really clicked, really bonded. We're in that truck. It's a tight space. We had to do a lot of things together as a large group, and everyone really got along well. We'd go out, get dinners together, and spend a lot of time together. So, this is my new family.
Can you set it up for me, for somebody that doesn't know what Z Nation is all about? Can you just give me a little throw to it? Like, what can people expect?
I think that if you're a fan of the genre, you're going to really enjoy this series, because it is a very thoughtful, the writers did a lot of, thinking about these characters and about this story. And if you like this genre, this is going to be thoroughly entertaining. If you don't know if you like this genre, you're going to have to watch some gore. But it's also going to be compelling. It's also going to be fun and funny. And I think that this is a good series to watch. I was really psyched to read each script and never knew where it was going to go.
You know what I really liked is the cliffhangers. You know, I like TV where, like, you make me want to tune in the next week. Is that going to be a running theme on Z Nation? Because I like that. You know, some people are like, oh, now we got to wait all the way until next week. But I like that old school TV format.
Yeah, this is going to be a serial TV show where, you know, you can't really watch one episode without watching the previous one. This is going to be a good one to just watch one right after the other.
And tell me a little bit more about Charles.
I think he's the only one in the group who has faith, who has hope that there could actually be a cure. I mean, everybody else is pretty down on the situation, and he's not, you know, overly optimistic, but he might be the one centerpiece of the group that's making them, you know, move forward to their goal.
And I know that you're working on a bunch of movies as well, and I was like, man, Tom must really like these, like, one-word movie titles. You know, you've got, like, Forever, Collusion, Strings. Like, well, what is that? Like, okay, so if I want to sign Tom up, I feel like I just got to come up with a really powerful word, like maybe something like motive. You know, does that, like, wet your whistle?
No.
So it's not a one word. It's just a coincidence.
Yes, actually, no. Do you have a script? Because I will totally read motive.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm only I'm only gonna do it if your brother does the music.
Okay, then done.
Okay, deal.
He's available.
Okay. Now my final question. It's Fan Expo weekend, and I feel like Fan Expo is about two things. It's about hot chicks and killing zombies. So I feel like you can help me with the second one. Can you give me some tips on, like, you know, let's say I finish this interview. I go outside and we've been invaded by zombies. You know, what kind of skills do I need? I feel like I don't have a lot. I have a microphone and my wits.
Okay, those are both good.
Okay.
You can kill a zombie with that microphone. Okay. You can use your wits to find a safe place to go and hide. But the microphone is key. We should probably grab that camera.
Okay.
What else can we use? That's about it for now.
Can I blind them with my glasses, or is that a little too much? Okay.
No. Get that out of your head.
Okay.
That was a bad idea. Okay. Think more of a heavy, blunt object.
Okay.
We got the cameraman. We could use him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll be all set.
I'll tell you one more thing, Tom. I'm Kenyan, so I can run.
Perfect.
Amazing. Tom, check it out. Z Nation.
I'll watch you run.
Is it Z Nation or Z Nation?
For now, it's up here. It's Z Nation.
Amazing.